Hey everyone, Andy here from Luminary Wealth. So I saw an interesting news article the other day talking about how there was an election next week. And one of the most common questions I've received over the past month or two is, should I move to cash until after the election? Or what should I do with my portfolio leading up to the election? Directly followed by a comment about, I'm worried that if insert either Trump or Biden gets elected, then the economy will tank. Now, this is not a new concern. I heard those same comments back in 2016, and I think it's very natural for investors to tie the movement of the stock market directly to the presidency. Now, I remember, back in 2008, Republicans anticipating stock market devastation through the Obama administration. Democrats expected the same thing when Trump was elected 8 years later in 2016. And while both administrations have seen economic turmoil due to different things, the stock market was higher at the end of their presidential term than at the beginning of their presidential term. All that is to say is that if we look at nearly a century of returns, we see that the stock market trends upward, regardless of who is in the Oval Office. Now, that is not to say that the president does not impact the economy, but as we've seen this year, the stock market is not always an accurate reflection of economic health. We did a video on this a few months ago, so go check that out. Now, I'll quote Dimensional Fund Advisors here because I think it's a comforting reminder. Shareholders are investing in companies, not a political party. And companies focus on serving their customers and growing their businesses, regardless of who is in the White House. Now, while the White House does play an important role in economic health, the collection of millions of investors that ultimately determine the price of a stock factor in much more than just the presidential administration. There are thousands of factors that determine market prices, including interest rate changes, commodity prices, technological innovations, global pandemics, foreign relations, and so much more. So my message is the same as it's always been. Stay the course. The stock market rewards investors who are disciplined and patient, regardless of whether the president is a Republican or a Democrat. Now, while it can be difficult to be rational and resolute in a time that feels anything but that, I really do urge you to take a long-term approach to how you think about investing. If your portfolio accurately reflects your need, ability, and willingness to take risk, then you can sleep soundly at night knowing that in time, you will be rewarded for your discipline. Now, out of principle, I feel like I'm supposed to tell you to go vote, but you've probably heard that from every company, news outlet, and celebrity over the past few weeks. So instead, I'll just say, have a great week and stay the course.